Alright, let's see, where are we at? I have no idea what I was saying, so I'll just see what happens. Okay, it looks like we've got an ace here. That I would raise. I understand you want to stay away from rag aces, but you're definitely strong enough to raise here on the button. And you know, that's a standard raise, really. See if they have anything. Huh, I went too fast. Let's see. Oh, it was a bet, and that was it. Okay. I would raise that too. That's strong enough to raise at this point. And this guy, well, you didn't know it at the time, but this guy's sitting out. Who knows what his chip stack really was. If you didn't see, maybe if he was short, you might avoid that. I don't know. Kind of can't see right now. I didn't pay attention beforehand. Doesn't say again, so I don't know. 10-4, 7-3. Well, let's see if you do. Nope, you fold that, which normally in that position I would be folding. Here with the big antes, though, I'll probably give that a shot. Okay, here we come in with that under the gun min raise again. You've been doing that the whole time. Might as well stay with it since you've been doing it. So we'll say that's good. I like it. And it's enough to do the job. King 10. We love King 10. Oh, you actually folded it that time. Alright. I'm impressed. Good. Huh? Haven't seen a pair in a little while, it seems like. Couple of options perhaps here. I like call. Okay. Outside, I mean, he's too deep to shove. He's got that icky stack size compared to that, and you've got set mining odds. I like this much more. Horrifying flop, and he checked. Can we bet and take this away? Why, yes. Yes, we can. He probably had a small pair himself. For all we know, he had sixes and had us crushed, but too bad. Oh, you folded this time. Oh, we're tightening up ourselves. I like fold. Probably in some of the higher stake tournaments, they find a guy that's limping like this. They'll raise in position to try to take the hand away from him. With a hand like this. But especially if they know the big blind's sitting out. But I certainly don't mind fold here in a $3 tournament. Ace 5. Again, you could raise that if you so desire. He's pretty short. Ace 5 is probably enough on this guy, though. I mean, if I had his chip stack, I'd shove Ace 5 right there. So I'd be calling if he were to go over the top. But he folded just the min raise there. We didn't know that though. Ace 3. Yeah. Well, if the table, I don't like this guy's blind. I'd flip that too, I think. 7-3. Does he get it? You get, well, no, got a min raise, and then he shoves. Any showdown? Nope. See this here? These are the things you gotta start taking note of. You probably do in your head, but I would actually physically write notes. Min raise, shove, getting near 2-to-1 in folds. Even with the range that this guy could be raising with, you almost have to call that if you plan on raising the big blind with that stack. You got to be going with stuff you're gonna call with on him, and that's why you don't raise too wide on stacks like that in the blind. Because if he shoves, you're gonna have odds to call most of the time, so you might as well be ready for it. Anything happen here? I really don't mind that. Okay. Okay, I like raise here. Again, I would have gone ahead and made it a standard, whatever you've been doing on the button. I don't think you've been min raising. Maybe you have been. Getting 2 calls. Alright, pretty dry flop. One that you can rep the ace on. That's a good bet. Once I'm called, I'm probably giving up, but I bet you turn. Nope, you don't. You don't turn shit. Okay, at this point, I'm giving up. I see you taking another shot at it. He's not going away. That's a horrible card. I just check now. He's not going away. Yeah, he's just not. You can just call 2 bets on a board there's really no draws on. Here. What is he calling with? An ace he's unsure of, most likely. A set, which is possible. He could be trapping with 2 pair. He might have a pair between an ace and a 6. Maybe. But once he calls this bet, you're just never ahead. I mean, it's a nice try, I guess. Sure looks convincing, but these guys just aren't going to fold their race. I would have given that up on the turn. But that's okay. Three, 9, ace, jack. I would have just went ahead and shoved with a hand like that. With the stack size about 11, a little over 11 big blinds with antes, these big antes. Jam. Just jam. Get your maximum fold equity. This guy is a scared stack somewhat. Well, a little bit deeper would be nicer if you really, you wouldn't want to piss it all away. He may be more apt to call off. This guy is almost, he's going to be pretty wide. These 2 guys call, so be it. Just shove. Yeah, you're calling. Yeah, you're not folding. You're racing. I guess you lost the race. Yep. That's it. Well, you can't do much about that. You just lost the race in the end, that's all. But, yeah. If you had this hand here, might have saved a few chips. Let's see, I would say you could have saved yourself. You could have had almost 100,000 chips here. And you'd still have, you would have went broke on this hand anyway. This next one. This would have happened. Because you would have raised, you would have had the call, you would have lost the race, but you still would have had about 50k in chips. You would have had another stack you could have shoved with. Instead, you went out. I saw what you tried to do there. You tried to rep the ace, and unfortunately, it was on a board where if the guy's calling without, there's no draw. There's nothing there, no draw he could be calling really. So you've got to think he's got a pretty strong hand that he's not going away with. But unfortunately, you lose the race. It'll be another day you win this race. You'll instead of this 10 or maybe you'll have the ace of diamonds, and you'll spike, or you'll have ace 5 and you'll spike the straight or something like that. Something your way will happen eventually. I'm still waiting, but nothing wrong with that. But you see how one hand we did spew some chips there and ended up maybe cost you some equity in the tournament. Now there may be another time that wins. He folds to that flop bet and everything's normal, but like I said, after a while sometimes you just have to give it up. There's no shame in giving up an attempted steal. There isn't. You don't have to keep firing bullet after bullet after bullet into a guy that's just doesn't seem like he's going to fold. I mean, it's been different if there was a draw out there. That would be a bit more believable to me, where you can consider that, hey, I'm going to rep the ace. This guy might have this flush draw or straight draw or whatever's out there. I'm going to push him off, and it may work. He misses that draw. It doesn't come in. He folds that river bet, and you get a big pot. But on that flop, it just wasn't there. I mean, that was a dry board with an ace on it. So, anyway, you note that he didn't re-raise with ace 10. You move on. All right. Anyway, this was probably shorter than I thought it was going to be. As we got deeper, wasn't as many hands to talk about, I guess. But that's it for this. Hey, if anybody else wants to have me look at one just for hell of it, be willing to do it. Maybe I'll find one of my own. Actually, I got an idea for one that I might do. But until then, I'll see you later.